Hey, I've had a lot of questions about Decisive Moment, and so I want to add a little quick thing here about the Decisive Moment with Henry Cartier-Bresson. He was the photographer who has been coined who coined the Decisive Moment, or it's his idea. And here is a classic example of the Decisive Moment in one of his shots here too. So basically, you've got this idea that when you take the camera, when you have the camera, you have an instant where you are predicting, deciding, seeing an action or something that's going to happen, and you have to click that camera as it's happening, which means you have to know it's going to happen right before it happens, and you're catching that little bit of action. I like to call it stalker photography or intuition photography, where we've got this example. You've got this man who's been running across this ladder in the water, and he's captured it just at a split second before his foot is hitting the puddle or the lake, and his other foot's coming off. You've got to, at the same time, compose it nicely. He's planned for the reflection of the shadow, running off the page to promote some dramatic emotion with it. It's composed well. We've got a little bit of sky, but not a lot. We've got foreground, that type of stuff. So this is the classic Decisive Moment photograph by Henry Cartier-Bresson. What he did tell a photographer or a reporter about the Decisive Moment is right here, where photography is not like painting. Bresson told the Washington Post in 1957, "There is a creative fraction of a second when you are taking a picture. Your eye must see a composition or an expression that life itself offers you, and you must know with intuition when to click the camera. That is the moment the photographer is creative," he said. Oop, the moment. Once you miss it, it is gone forever. The anti-decisive moment, what I call, is like when you take that picture. A lot of people have taken it of their kids or their pet, and you get the action, and they're no longer in the frame. So if he had taken it a split second later, either his foot's in it or he's out of the frame too. That's like the anti-decisive moment. And earlier I said I call it stalker photography. You're going to have to kind of sit there and shoot a lot for it to happen in practice. So it's a lot of fun, and people have a good time with it, but it can be tricky. You can end up taking 3 or 4 shots just to get the one you want. And a lot of people are successful with the shots of their kids and things like that. So you can look up more on him. This is just from Wikipedia, but he's kind of the father of the Decisive Moment, and I hope this helps you. Have a great week.